Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about something I call an on-off method, which is a kind of a fancy way of saying play what you're working on and then take a bar off. Now, sometimes people will look at bars, and the example I'm going to show is bar 18 in grade 1 of the Trinity Rock and Pop syllabus from Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. So that's bar 18 you're looking at, and the reason I'm showing it is it's a bar that can be a little bit tricky for people who are learning this piece. So why practice an on-off method? Why play it for a bar and then stop for a bar? Well, what an on-off method will do for you is it will give you 4 beats of headspace, in between which, if you've made a mistake on your play of it, you can reset. So let me give you a demonstration of what this sounds like. If I'm playing it to a metronome at about 85 BPM, this 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so let me show you how the on-off method works when you're making mistakes. Okay, so I'm going to get this bar wrong a few times, but I'm still going to give myself the 4 beats of space. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 3 4 1 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, so basically the 4 bars of space are very important when you're after making a mistake, because if you try and roll into the next bar and assume that that mistake's not going to affect you, you're just wrong. It will affect you. You have to reset. You have to calm down almost after you've made a mistake. And you have to wipe the negative feeling of making the mistake and noticing the mistake and kind of relax yourself and have another go at it. Now, let me show you what that sounds like with mistakes when there's no space. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 4 and 1, 2, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... Okay, so I'm pretty sure that the point's being made there. You get a snowball effect, and if you don't know what that means, a snowball effect is when a mistake can cause more mistakes to happen. A snowball effect is like a visual thing. So as you watch a snowball roll down a hill, it gathers more snow, gets bigger and bigger, a bigger problem, you know. So some small problem can trigger another problem, which triggers a bigger problem and triggers another problem, and you get this snowball effect of issues. Lots of small things sticking together making a big problem. So to cut that snowball effect away, you leave yourself 4 beats of resting, of space. But you're not doing nothing in those 4 beats. You're still counting. Maybe you're counting the part of the bar that you're not able to do. In this case, it would be 4 and that. Okay? So you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and out. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and out. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now, a lot of people, a lot of teachers, they don't teach to count. They're like, just sing it to yourself or whatever. The counting, I find the counting very valuable, because if you listen to my counting in that demonstration, my counting was showing my hands the correct rhythm. 4 and that. I was counting that, and my hands started to copy my count. So if you think of your counting as just as important as a teacher, it's teaching your hands the correct way to play. If you don't have a count, your hands have nothing to follow, except for maybe it's right, maybe it's not. I'm a little confused. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. So make sure that the count is there. A nice confident count equals confident playing. If you've got a count there to follow, then the learning happens way quicker. So I realize for a lot of people that's not a hard bar, but that's not the point of this video. You can substitute this bar 18 for any bar that you're not able to play and just work on it. Give yourself the space in between. Now, just imagine when you're playing the bar you can't currently play, and every time you play it, every single time you play it, that four-ander, or whatever part of the bar it is you're working on, you can't get it right. Okay? The next step after the on-off method will be the simplify method. Okay? And simplify method is really easy. You take the bit you're not able to do on its own and work on it. So in that scenario, four-ander is the tricky bit. So I don't do anything on 1 and 2 and 3 end. I just line up and wait for my four-ander. This makes it so much easier to play, so much easier to get correct, and then you can get confident on your weakest point, which is the four-ander. Once you get good at that, and you might want to play it 80 times, getting it right 80 times in a row. Once you've got it really confidently, when you come back into playing all of bar 18, it gets easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4-ander, 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 4-ander. So that was 4 times I played it. Now it's very, very easy to do that on its own, but maybe it was tripping me up when I was doing the bar and that, because what happens is when I'm just playing that, my whole brain can focus on it. When I'm playing the bar, my brain can't focus on that because it's thinking about the bar, and then before I know it, I'm in on top of the fill that I'm not very confident at. I don't have time to think about it, and therefore I make a mistake. So when I practice it and get very confident with it, playing it, the next time I try and play it with the bar, I'm already confident with it, and I can almost relax when I get to that hard bit because I've done it 80 times in a row. I've got this. It's in my pocket. It belongs to me. It's my property. I've got it. No way I'm making a mistake on that bar anymore because I now know that bar better than I know any other bar in the piece. You've taken your weakness and made it your strength. Okay guys, that is the final video of the month. I do like doing these videos. I'm gonna do some kind of schedule where I plan to do something every week. I like the idea of maybe doing a Will It Groove Wednesday where I take a bar from an exercise book, I take a rudiment or something, and I try and make it groove. There's not much learning in that, that's just out of interest for myself and for anyone else who's into drumming. I'll take requests. Sometimes I don't do them and people are like, why did you ask me what you want me to learn and then not do it for me? I apologize for that. Sometimes it's hard because people ask for something in particular and I haven't thought about it and it takes me a while to think about it and then it just goes out of my mind and I don't get around to it and the pressure is off because people asked a long time ago and the excuses are easy and I've got plenty of excuses, but the fact of the matter is I still want you guys to ask because it's a potential source of ideas for content of videos. When I come across things in my private lessons or in my group lessons with Music Gen, I will evaluate whether they're of interest, and if they're good, I'll do a video on them. I like that in this last month I've gotten more comfortable on camera, I've gotten more comfortable with my edits. My editing time is down to a half hour now. I literally start editing at 10 PM and I'm done by 10:30 and I have it uploaded by 11. It's all rendered and uploaded and everything. So that's good. Thanks for watching if you did. Really means a lot that some people started getting some interest in this because that was the whole point of it. It wasn't about anything other than having something useful. And I hope it is useful. If you want more of them, let me know. I won't be uploading every day because it's just been ludicrous. But it's been good pressure as well because on times like right now when I should be giving a lesson and someone calls that they can't make it, I have a half an hour and I've already formulated the plan what I'm going to teach it on because I've been thinking about it during the day, and I just get in there and do it, and there's no procrastination. I can't afford to procrastinate. It's the kind of pressure that my brain works under. So yeah, I'd like to do it more often. Maybe now that the pressure's off I won't, but I'd like to think I will. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you the next time the itch hits me to upload. Chat soon.